Welcome to High Value Blueprint, where bold ideas meet real talk. Today, we're breaking down a controversial Kevin Samuels moment that's sparking debate across the timeline. Let's unpack it, challenge the narratives, and uncover the real truths behind the conversation.
Okay. Hi, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm fine.
How old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
Cool. You rocking the bonnet tonight?
Yeah, getting
Shout out to the bonnet crew.
Shout out to the bonnet crew.
So, sister daughters, what do you got?
I totally agree with everything that you're saying. I am the oldest out of my mom's 4 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And during the time, I do have young parents. My mom was, when she conceived me, she was 18. My dad was, he's 4 years older than her. So she was 18. So he was like in his 20s, early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And I have older 2 brothers and 1 sister.
Where are you at in the birth order?
It's me, the oldest, my 2 brothers, and then my youngest sister.
Okay,
so majority of the stuff that you're saying is what I actually went through. And as me being the oldest, well, my mom did tell me, like, she did some of the stuff that you were saying is a victim of. And
she's a victim of it herself?
I'm the victim of it, basically. Okay. And I was the one, like, raising my little sister, because when my mom and my dad did split, we went with my father. And he pushed me into that responsibility as, like, raising my little sister at 7 and she was 1.
Your father did?
Yes.
Who had primary custody?
Nobody did. They were just young and on some, young BS. And
well, what I'm trying to ask is,
sorry.
When you say your father pushed you into it,
yes.
What I'm hearing, the only person that can push you into somebody is somebody that has to have primary custody.
Okay. So at that time, it would be my father, I would say.
Okay. And you were how old?
I was 7, and my little sister was not even 1 yet. I'm 7 years older than her.
So 7 and 1. That's pretty young to be with your father. What was your mother?
My mother, she was staying with my uncle at the time.
Okay.
And all of us went with my father when they first separated.
Okay. So she was just with your uncle?
Mm-hmm, her brother.
And her young children were with the father?
Yes. We was with our father at the time.
Why? I mean, especially for the 1-year-old.
Because I guess that was the agreement that they agreed upon. They didn't really, it's 2 different stories about it, but we was with him around that time. And then we went back with our mother.
About what age were you when you were back with your mom?
I would say 8, 7. We was going like, it was like back and forth.
Okay, you're not making any sense, because when you say you go somewhere, I'm assuming you go somewhere and you stay. But are you talking about you were going back and forth during the months?
Yeah, it'll be like months, or it'll be like we'll see her on the weekend or wherever he will allow her to see us. Like, it was a bunch of.
Did your mother have any issues? Did your mothers have any issues?
Yeah, I guess she cheated on my father.
Well, I'm just saying it's unusual for children to be under 8 years old to be with a father.
Well,
especially if your mother wasn't incarcerated.
Yeah, no, that was just the agreement. He decided to tell her that he was taking his kids. That was his decision, and that's what my mom went with.
But you saw your mom, though.
Yes, I saw my mother. Yeah.
So she still had a hand in raising you guys.
Yes, she did.
So I'm just trying to make sure, whether your father was in charge, your mother still had a hand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so.
I know. It's a lot of.
Well, I mean, is your mother married today?
Yes, my stepfather. She's actually a widow. My stepfather died last year in April.
How the rest of your kids turn out?
They're still.
You and your siblings.
My siblings are still, you can tell that they're still affected of what went down far as my mother and my father break up when we was younger. a lot of the issues that they emotional issues that they're adapt from
Well,
that.
this is beyond sister daughter stuff. This sounds like just a broken family situation, which happens. I hope you all are getting counseling, because when you say you went with your father and your father pushed you into taking care of your younger sibling, well, that's kind of the norm. Men really don't have anything to do with kids under 7 years old. That's really the mother's territory. We usually step in afterwards. That's why I'm trying to understand where your mom was. It sounds like you were living with your dad and your mom was living with her brother, and she was the visiting parent.
Yeah, for a short period of time, and then we went back with the rest of my life. After that short period of time, I was living with my mother.
Right. So when you were living with your mother, I can assume that already if she wasn't in a position to take care of you, at one point she's not going to be in a position to help you guys when she had more kids. So have you ever gotten any kind of therapy?
No.
Why not?
I didn't really consider it at a young age.
How old are you again?
I'm 30.
The way you're telling this story, was this how other kids in your neighborhood were? Families?
They were far worse, I would say.
Okay. But since you've been out of high school and you've kind of understood and left your neighborhood, you notice this is kind of not the way it was supposed to happen?
Yes, sir.
So what about therapy? Why not consider going to talk to somebody about all this?
I consider it now. I'm doing a lot of, I would say.
You can't fix it. You can't fix it.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You can't fix it. You can't fix it, and there's nothing we can pray away. That's why I keep saying we need therapy so much, because all this chaos, and I'm not going to say one way or another, but at 30, we should. You have one child. How many children do you have?
I don't have any children.
Well, if you want a future and kids, something, then we take ourselves into these situations. You got to address these things, because this sounds like a whole lot.
And I'm happy you said that. Like, a lot of like my siblings, like that was my problem. I feel like I took the role of trying to fix everything to make sure everybody was like comfortable and stuff like that. But I'm learning as my journey that I can't fix what happened. So I gotta just.
No, that tends to be what happens when young parents have a kid, and the oldest kid turns out to be the sister.
Right.
Sister and not the daughter. But get into therapy like this week. They have free initial consultations. I'm going to talk to you. So, look.
You know what's rare these days? A woman who actually listens. And I got to say, this one right here, she's 30, single, no kids. She's not combative. She's not interrupting. And she actually agrees with what Kevin is saying. But here's the thing. Agreeing is one thing. Doing the work is another. And this woman, as much as I respect her composure, she's got some stuff she still hasn't unpacked. Kevin caught that instantly. She needs therapy, and you can tell. See, therapy isn't a weakness. It's about self-awareness. And for once, I'm hearing a woman who isn't in denial about that. Most of these callers, they argue, they talk in circles, and they take offense to everything. But she's sitting there nodding, reflecting, like she actually wants to understand. That's rare. But let's be honest, she's 30, single, no kids. This is her window. Because after 30, the dating market doesn't give you bonus points for potential. The competition is fierce, and every year that goes by, it gets smaller. So it's great that she's agreeing with Kevin, but if she doesn't start applying what she's learning, she'll end up just another one of those women in their 40s still trying to figure it out. What I like, though, is she didn't blame anyone. She didn't talk about how men are intimidated or there are no good men, none of that. She looked inward. That's the key. Kevin was trying to get her to see that therapy isn't about being broken. It's about being ready. Because if you don't heal that inner stuff, No high-value man is going to want to unpack it with you. They'll sense the instability from a mile away. So yeah, she's doing better than most, but she's not done. She's in the awareness phase, not the transformation phase yet. If she actually goes to therapy, takes accountability, and starts moving like a woman who's preparing herself instead of just waiting for a man to appear, she's got a real shot. But this is the problem with a lot of women today. They agree with the truth when it's convenient. They nod, they smile, they say you're right, but then they go right back into the same habits when the conversation ends. This woman's challenge is simple. Don't just hear Kevin. Apply what he's saying. She's got no kids, no baby daddy drama, and no excuses. The world isn't against her. Her mindset is what's in the way. So yeah, she's got time, but time is not unlimited. Therapy is step 1. Self-awareness is step 2. Execution is what separates the talkers from the doers. Let's see if she's about it, or if she's just another one who agrees until it's time to change.